2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's a big day, moving day at the Players' Championship. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalon here. Pleased to have you with us today. And Rich, as we check the leaderboard at the start of this third round, our featured player is sitting on top.
Well, this is where everything starts to get a little bit real for these players now, isn't it? 36-hole lead. You're sitting on that lead with just 36 to go, and you're the hunted. This is going to be fun.
Let's get down to the first hole.
Oh, settle down. Stay there.
Okay, just staying in the fairway. The rough was in play. Time for the second shot on the first hole. That's a really nice approach shot. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Big opportunity here, a putt for birdie.
This one's looking good.
So close to a birdie. And a tap in left for par. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in two.
This is looking really nice off the tee.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
What a great shot on the par 5, on and two.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in two.
6 feet to the cup.
Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
Extending the lead, that is the way you do it.
Setting the tone early in this round.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. The tee shot at 3.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that. Oh, just leaking ever so slightly. Awesome.
That's a good one to build momentum on. 11 feet to go. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Pretty straight looking putt. If anything, it'll move a little to the left.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Okay, that'll play. Wow, into the water. What a mistake. Hitting 4. Okay, some distance here. Right on line, but just misses. Okay, this putt for double bogey. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard.
Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Lovely effort, that. Playing this shot from around 120 yards. We drew that one up perfectly, didn't he? Great looking shot, this. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. Just 3 feet to the cup. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Game face on early here, Luke.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Good looking shot, this. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with this next shot. It wasn't very good.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
As you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
This one appears to be fairway bound. Buckle up, take a look at this one. Remarkable approach shot, right in tight. He gets that one to drop. That's the 4th birdie of the day. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Pulling hybrid out of the bag. This looks right at the pin. On the green, that's always mission number 1. Henny, you're right there. What can you tell us about the putt?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
So close. Let's see if the player can manage a par. That one drops. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. The tee shot at number 9. This will play nicely.
He is taking this on.
Not shy about that shot on the par 5 and 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Setting up here with a long putt. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
This looks like it's going to go left.
This one on a good line. Tracking nicely. Oh, not there. What a putt. He makes that tap in for birdie. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole. A lot to like about that one. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
That putt drops, and that's now 6 birdies on the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard.
Welcome to the par 5, 11th hole.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going forward in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
maybe going for the green, are we? Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
What a putt that was. Currently in first position. The 12th hole is a par 4.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
That'll work there. This is his second shot. Good shot there, Beamer. Just 10 feet to the cup here. A well holed, he'll take the birdie. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The 14th is a par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that'll ensure he remains in first place.
Teeing off here on the 15th.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
I like that one. Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain.
It's a green seeker.
What a beautiful leave right there.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
9 feet remaining to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, I thought that was going down. Here's the tap in for par. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. We've hit the par 5 16th hole.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. This shot from approximately 180 yards. This is a 7-iron on the way. Target practice with these approach shots, just like that. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Veering ever so slightly right to left.
Savor this. An eagle opportunity. That one goes to the bottom of the cup. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Well, let's go over to 17, the par 3.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
We're going to see that shot on the highlight reel. What a shot at 17, and now a birdie chance.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
That looked good all the way. Here's one to walk away with a par. Moving along. And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. Time for the tee shot at 18.
Par 4, 462 yards, and you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, that's a great start, but the second shot awaits.
That was really well played. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
And from around 135 yards,
those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap. That starts off on a good line.
A birdie on 18 to close out the round. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and through 3 rounds, our featured player has a comfortable lead.
This player is not going to get caught. They have been playing so well all week long. I think the rest of the field is resigned to fighting for second place.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome back to our coverage of the Players' Championship. The final round starts right now. Hi again, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you. Well, it's already been a great start to the event, and we're thrilled to have you join us once again here on 2K Sports. Let's get down to the first hole. As of now, it doesn't look like anyone will catch him in this final round. Let's pick up the action.
What a drive. Look at that.
You think about the confidence this player has after winning in their last event.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It wouldn't surprise me to see them make another strong one at the title again this week.
I think this one's coming in nicely. Really well done. From 10 feet away.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will right.
That's the way you start a round. An opening hole birdie.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first. Great job.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Time for the tee shot at the par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
This shot in the 220-yard range. Not on the green, but really close. I love it.
Starting out to the left here. This is going to come back.
This putt left for birdie. Getting hot early. Nothing like it, Rich.
Ooh, hot start indeed. A lot of holes to go.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Oh, just drifting in there with a little bit of fade on it. Lovely.
That's going to work nicely for him. 5 feet remain. The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. And now teeing off on a par 4.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
What an aggressive play. This has a chance. Really well played. And now an opportunity for birdie at the 4th hole.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
3 feet to the cup. Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day.
And not giving the field a chance to breathe whatsoever.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Setting up here, coming off a run of birdies.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Oh, that's a great approach shot. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Oh, that was mashed. This is his second shot.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
I don't know that you can give this enough break off the left-hand side. Whew.
Big putt for par coming up. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
This one's looking pretty good.
That's another green in regulation.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
3 feet remain. Another birdie. 6 of them on the day. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
About 18 feet to the hole. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left to righter.
Here we go on a good line.
Looking good.
After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 9th.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that. Going and going and going.
All right, bold. I like this play.
On the green in 2. How about that?
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Henny is greenside.
This putt, it's 41 feet out.
Do we think that one will stay on the green? The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
It goes in. He makes it with putter from the fairway. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. We start the back 9 with a par 4. This one looking pretty good off the tee.
Oh, just leaking ever so slightly. Awesome.
This one is going straight at it.
Amazing approach into the 10th and a birdie putt on the way. 4 feet left to the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
He makes the putt and extends his lead. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard.
On the tee of the 11th, a par 5.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Standing over his second shot. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. Yeah, that's a good line, that one. You've got to like the look of this. Oh, you beauty. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Time for the second shot at the 12th.
Enjoy the walk up. This one's really nice.
That's well played. Pin high. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Hole number 13, a par 3.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
That's a pretty handy shot. Oh, that's a great shot and sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. On the tee now, the par 4 14th hole.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems. This one is chewing fiber.
Oh my, right by the hole. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
And now teeing off on this par 4.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
The second at 15. This one is absolutely hunting. Wow, that was almost a hole out. A tap in for birdie. You gotta love it. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. An opportunity here with a par 5.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
This shot from about 210 yards away. This is a hybrid. That's what you're trying to do with a chip shot. Just bring par back in play. This putt from 4 feet.
This is for birdie.
And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. We've reached the 17th. It's a par 3.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A tricky little slider here, downhill, moving to the left.
Oh, that birdie would have been a big boost to the card. All right, that one is behind us. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. He's made his way to 18 with the lead. Time to get it done. I think he likes that one. Beautiful shot from our leader.
Simply amazing power on that tee shot.
Here's the second at 18.
Oh, just drifting in there with a little bit of fade on it. Lovely.
Our leader is putting on a clinic out there.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Here's a putt to become the players' champion. The king of TPC Sawgrass, our featured player, wins the players' championship.
And outlasting the strongest field on the PGA Tour. Great win.
And Rich, that almost looked easy out there today.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time.